God says, someone in your family who is in heaven wants to tell you something about money hidden in your. You must read slowly. Don't rush this moment. The air around you is shifting. A voice is calling to you from beyond time, whispering into the fabric of your soul, reaching you from eternity. This is not fantasy. This is not coincidence. This is a divine truth arriving in your heart, wrapped in warmth, lined in light, carried by the breath of God and guided by the hand of someone who once walked beside you. They have passed on, but their love has not. And now they come with a message you need to hear, not tomorrow, not later, but now. This message is for you. And you know it. You feel it. In your spine, in your heartbeat, in the sudden stillness that falls over the room. This is not imagination. This is revelation. Heaven is parting for a moment. The veil is thin. The silence between worlds is breaking. And the Spirit who once sat at your table, who once called your name with joy or concern, now speaks through grace to let you know, there is something hidden, something protected, something important about money, and it is connected to your family, your home, your purpose. They want you to remember. They want you to look again. They want you to open your heart and listen. Because where others see coincidence, God is giving you confirmation. God says, a member of your family, someone who loved you deeply, left behind something for you. It was not spoken in words. It may not have been written clearly. But the intention is real. The provision is real. The legacy is real. They watched your struggle. They knew the road ahead would not always be easy. And so, they did something. They left something. They prayed for something to be found by you, but only at the right moment. And now the moment has come. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let the opinions of others distract you. This is your sign. This is your moment. And it is sacred. They are showing you things in dreams, in the layout of rooms, in the sound of names being repeated, in memories you thought were gone but keep coming back. Pay attention. The memories are not random. They are clues. And more than that, they are blessings wrapped in mystery. Someone who is in heaven is trying to lead you to something that is still on earth. It is not greed to find it. It is not wrong to uncover it. It was meant for you. It is connected to your healing, to your restoration, to your purpose, and yes, to your abundance. You thought maybe it was just forgotten paperwork, old boxes, or ancient furniture. But there is something within what was left behind. Look again. Listen deeper. What seemed unimportant is about to reveal its value. What seemed discarded is about to unlock a door. And not just any door, a door of divine inheritance. There is a key. It may be metaphorical. It may be literal. But it exists. And it is yours. Not just a physical key, but a spiritual one. One that opens the windows of heaven, the floodgates of provision, the breakthrough of years of struggle. God says, you were never meant to suffer in lack. You were never meant to carry generational burdens alone. That's why I allowed them to prepare something for you. That's why I allowed them to send this message now. Because the season of delay is ending. And the season of discovery is beginning. Search with eyes open and heart awake. Ask God to guide you. Ask the Holy Spirit to give you discernment. Because there will be opposition. There will be distraction. There will be voices that say, it doesn't make sense. Let it go. But do not listen to them. Listen to the echo in your spirit. That is where the truth lives. That is where the message is being written. There is money, yes, physical money, or access to it, hidden within something that has been overlooked. Maybe in a document. Maybe in an insurance file. Maybe in a drawer or a forgotten place in your home or theirs. Maybe even in the name of an account you thought was empty. But it is not just about currency. It is about provision. It is about alignment. It is about what you were meant to walk into. Your spirit is being stirred for a reason. You are being led for a reason. You are being told this message for a reason. Because too many times you've stood at the edge of breakthrough and turned away, not realizing what was within your reach. But no more. Not this time. God is illuminating what the enemy tried to keep hidden. God is unsealing what the world tried to bury. God is revealing what heaven has kept in reserve for such a time as this. And yes, finally, God is exposing this woman. Open it now before the enemy clouds your judgment again. Open it before the doubting voices pull you back into confusion. Open it before the shadows grow thick again. Because the light is shining. And the moment is now. She tried to steal your voice. She tried to speak over your calling. She wore your kindness like a disguise, pretending to be for you, but working behind the scenes to block your inheritance. She heard whispers of your blessing and tried to reroute it. But what is written in heaven cannot be stolen on earth. God has intervened. And now the truth comes like thunder. The person in heaven who loved you is fighting for your peace. Their soul rests, but their love moves. They are not watching idly, they are interceding. Their love for you is still active, still present, still powerful. And they are pointing you toward what was always meant to be yours. Let no voice convince you otherwise. Let no situation make you feel unworthy. You are not being greedy. You are being led. You are not chasing fantasy. You are obeying a divine nudge. You are not trying to steal. You are walking toward something you were born to uncover. You will see the name. You will hear the phrase. You will be reminded of a place. Follow it. Follow the sign. Follow the pull. Even if you don't understand it now, it will make sense later. Even if it looks like nothing, keep going. Because right behind the ordinary is the extraordinary. Right behind the natural is the supernatural. Right behind the confusion is the confirmation. God says, "You are the one I chose to receive this message. You are the one I trust to honor what has been hidden. You are the one I am leading into something greater than you imagined." Don't let fear win this time. Don't let distraction bury the treasure again. Don't let confusion make you forfeit your blessing. Walk forward. Trust what you feel in your spirit. Listen to the voice of peace. That is me speaking to you. It is time. It is time to look again. It is time to ask again. It is time to open the folder, revisit the box, reread the journal, speak to the person you've been hesitant to call. Because something is about to click. And once it does, the floodgates will open. Provision will come. Answers will come. Confirmation will come. Restoration will come. Because what was hidden is now being revealed. What was buried is being lifted. What was delayed is being delivered. And it all begins here. In this message. In this sacred moment. In this divine whisper wrapped in a thunderous call to your spirit. Open it now. Follow it now. Honor it now. Because heaven has chosen you to carry what was protected. And the person who loves you, from beyond this world, is watching with joy as you finally step into what they hoped you would find. God says, someone in your family who is in heaven wants to tell you something about money hidden in your. You must sit still for a moment. Don't move. Let your breath soften. Let your mind slow down. The atmosphere around you has shifted. Can you feel it? The veil between the seen and the unseen is thinner now than it has ever been. A voice, not of this world but still tied to your heart, is leaning through eternity and whispering directly to your spirit. They have waited for this moment. They have paced through heavenly halls to reach you now. And what they want to say is simple and urgent. There is something hidden, and it has your name on it. This is not superstition. This is not wishful thinking. This is sacred information wrapped in the love of someone who has passed from this earth but not from your life. They have watched you cry in silence, watched you count coins and hide needs, watched you carry burdens they hoped you'd never have to touch. And now, finally, they are permitted to say, look again. Go back. Don't miss this. You've been closer than you know. God says, there is money. Yes, real money, but even more than that, there is provision, inheritance, help, destiny, hidden in the folds of something you've seen before. You brushed past it. You may have thrown it in a drawer or left it in a box tucked high or low, thinking it meant nothing. But that small thing holds a bigger truth. And this message is meant to turn your eyes to it before it's too late. You may be asking yourself, why now? Why this urgency? Because the window is open only for a short while. Because the tides of your destiny are turning. Because you've been asking God for help, for clarity, for breakthrough, and the answer is being sent through this divine message from someone you once hugged goodbye, but who never stopped loving you. They want you to search again. Look through old files. Look through old journals. Open the drawer in the kitchen you always skip. Look through the safe, the attic, the closet, the trunk. Look in the box labeled someday. Because someday is today. And what is tucked away might look like paper, but it is actually a seed, a spark, a map. They left behind something, maybe a policy, maybe a note, maybe a set of instructions written in their handwriting you haven't seen in years. Something with an account, or a combination, or a number that leads to provision you thought you missed. They couldn't tell you then. But they can guide you now. God says, this is why I allowed them to whisper to you in your dreams. This is why I brought their name to your lips without warning. This is why their favorite song played yesterday, and why their photo fell off the shelf. They are with me. They are safe. But their love for you is not silent. And I am allowing them to speak because your heart is ready to receive what I've had in store. Heaven moves differently than earth. It speaks in patterns, in moments, in what the world calls coincidences. But nothing is random. The person who knew your heart then still knows your heart now. They know what you need. They know how tired you are. And they want you to know you were never forgotten. You've been feeling like your prayers have gone unanswered, like you've been left behind, like maybe God has skipped over you. But that is not true. This is the evidence. This is the sign. This message is not for the masses, it is for you. God says, you thought you were overlooked. But what you don't realize is that I've been orchestrating something behind the scenes. I saw what they did for you, the love they had, and I preserved it until now. Now, when you are ready to steward it. Now, when you are ready to receive not just the provision, but the revelation that comes with it. This isn't just about money. It's about healing a fracture that has echoed through generations. It's about redeeming the inheritance of not just finances, but of wisdom, identity, and peace. The person in heaven didn't just leave a trace of wealth, they left a trace of love, a code, a direction. You are holding pieces and don't even know it. And now, God is putting the final piece in your hand. And yes, finally, God is exposing this woman. Open it now before the opportunity closes again. You know the one. She has worn masks of kindness but left trails of confusion. She tried to divert this very moment. She spoke to others behind closed doors and told them you were unworthy, incapable, unprepared. But God says she cannot block what heaven has ordered. She cannot undo what love has secured. Her lies are dissolving in the light of divine truth. Open it now before her influence distracts you again. Open it before your heart gets clouded. Open it before fear masquerading as logic tells you to ignore this nudge. This is real. This is divine. This is your turning point. The person in heaven is clapping for you. They see your hesitation. They see your weariness. But they are sending peace through this message. You can feel it even now, a warmth spreading through your chest, a softening behind your eyes, a memory waking up. That's them. That's love. That's truth. They are pointing to something, and they're saying, that is yours. That was always meant for you. It was not forgotten. It was not lost. It was preserved for the day you would finally believe again. Do not brush this off. You didn't stumble on this by accident. Your soul was guided here. There's a name you will see. There's a paper that will call to you. There's a whisper that will grow louder each day you pay attention. God says, I know you've been disappointed before. I know you've opened things only to find more confusion. But this is different. This is sealed in legacy and signed by heaven. This is not a false hope. This is divine confirmation. You may be thinking, but I don't know where to start. God says, start with prayer. Start by asking me. Start by saying, God, show me. And I will. I'll bring the right memory back. I'll highlight the right drawer. I'll cause your eyes to stop where they need to. You may be thinking, but what if it's too late? God says, it is not. What I preserved, no one can erase. What I ordained, no one can block. What I whispered to the heart of the one who loved you, I've kept alive for this moment. So go. Go back and look. Open the box. Reread the folder. Reach out to the one person you've avoided. Ask the question. Say the name. Go to the place. Listen to the inner nudge. Follow the leading. Because what's waiting for you is not just financial. It is emotional. It is spiritual. It is generational. And it is time. God says, there is a whisper carried by the wind tonight, a voice from beyond the veil of time. Someone in your family, now resting in heaven's peace, has been trying to reach you, not to haunt, not to disturb, but to guide, to bless, to bring clarity in the hour of your quiet confusion. This soul, bathed in the eternal light of my presence, is filled with love for you, and they have waited patiently for this moment. They have seen your struggles. They have watched the storms that have passed over your house. And now, they want you to know, there is something you were never told. There is something hidden in your life, a provision, a secret, a blessing that is meant for you. Someone in your family who is in heaven wants to tell you something about money hidden in your life, and time is opening a door for you to uncover what has long been buried beneath silence and forgotten promises. You were never meant to walk blindly through this season. You were never meant to feel empty while abundance had your name on it. What belongs to you cannot remain hidden forever, not when I, the Lord your God, have decided to reveal it. There are resources, wealth, inheritances, and gifts that have been veiled in secrecy, but now the heavens are parting, and the truth is being ushered into your spirit like a flood of dawn light after the longest night. Someone in your family who once held this knowledge, perhaps a parent, a grandparent, an uncle, or a sister, did not get the chance to tell you everything. But I see what they left behind. And I see what you need now. This message is for you. Not just as a letter from above, but as a cry from the one who now rests with me in paradise. They see your heart, how generous it has always been, how faithful you've remained despite setbacks, how you've prayed through tears when no one else knew. You have not lost faith, even when everything felt broken. And now, heaven is sending you help, unexpected help, quiet help, but holy help. You've been asking, God, where is the breakthrough? When will things change? And I say to you, the answer is already walking toward you. It's closer than you think. You've looked in all the places you thought the answer would be, but what's coming for you is not in the obvious. It's hidden, yet divinely marked with your name. The person in your family who is in heaven wants you to know that they tried to make sure you'd be taken care of. They tried to leave behind something for you. There is something they wanted you to have. Maybe they couldn't tell you because of time, maybe life moved too quickly, maybe there were complications, but I am not bound by time, and I can unseal what was sealed. There is money hidden in your surroundings. Not necessarily just cash in the ground or tucked in an envelope, but value stored in places you've overlooked, inheritance, rights, forgotten accounts, property, or even something you once dismissed as old and unimportant but is actually worth far more than you know. And now I, the Lord, will begin to reveal the clues. I will highlight conversations. I will stir up memories. I will cause you to look again, to search, to sense, and to know with certainty, you are being guided. You are not alone. You are never alone. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe, you just have to trust me and pray to me. I am unfolding this moment because the time has come. No longer will you live beneath your rightful portion. No longer will you walk unaware of what has been waiting for you. I have waited for your heart to be ready, and now I am opening doors, doors not made by human hands. I am orchestrating divine moments where the unseen becomes visible, where what was closed is unlocked. The person in heaven who loves you still is rejoicing, because the truth is finally being revealed. They are not sad, they are singing because this secret is no longer buried. Finally, God is exposing. Open your eyes, your ears, and your heart, because the winds are carrying more than just air now. They are carrying truth. They are carrying a message. Something is hidden in your life, and it is valuable beyond just what it's worth in currency. It is tied to your destiny, to your peace, to your legacy. You might begin to notice things that once felt ordinary now seem to shimmer with meaning. Don't brush these moments away. A paper, a photo, a drawer, a letter, a number, a box, these are not coincidences anymore. Heaven is whispering through these small signs, and I am using them to bring you back to what belongs to you. Ask me, and I will show you. Pray to me, and I will lead you. Trust me, and I will make all things known in their time. Someone in your family is smiling down on you because you're finally on the path to discovering the truth they wanted you to know. They've been trying to reach you in dreams, in memories, even in fleeting thoughts you couldn't explain. That nudge you felt was not just emotion, it was heavenly communication. That moment of stillness, that sudden realization, that unshakable feeling, those were signs. You are not imagining these things. You are being guided. They never meant for you to struggle. They never wanted you to live under the weight of lack. And now, their heart rejoices because the burden is about to lift. Something is coming, and it has your name written in heaven. You are about to walk into it, but do not delay. Be attentive. Stay prayerful. Keep your spirit tuned in, because I am moving swiftly now. The things that were once out of reach are being brought near. What was hidden is now being brought into the light. Trust that what is meant for you will not be given to another. I am not a God of confusion, I am a God of divine order, and what I ordain shall come to pass. You will not miss this if you stay close to me. You will not lose this if you remain faithful. I will preserve it until the moment is right, and you will see it appear suddenly, beautifully, and unmistakably. The timing is perfect, and I am never late. Remember, what is coming is not only for you, but also for the generations that will follow. You are breaking chains. You are rewriting the story. You are uncovering a blessing meant to ripple through time. This is about more than just money, it is about legacy, about healing, about redemption. And heaven is rejoicing because you are beginning to understand that now. You are deeply loved, both on earth and in heaven. Your name is known here, and your faith has been noticed. What your family member could not tell you in life, I am telling you now. What was hidden is being shown. What was sealed is being opened. What was delayed is being released. Stay close. Stay faithful. Stay listening. For this message is not the end, it is the beginning of something holy. You are safe. I am with you. Trust me. Pray to me. Follow me. I will lead you exactly where you need to go. I will illuminate every step. And when it is time, you will find what has been waiting for you all along. You will say, "Now I understand. Now I see why it had to happen this way." And peace, deep peace, will settle into your bones like sunlight through the clouds. The heavens are speaking. The one you miss, the one you still talk to in prayer, they are watching, and they are proud. They know that their message has finally reached your heart. You are safe. You are chosen. You are guided. The truth is unfolding. The blessing is near. Trust me, and you will see it come to pass. If you believe in God, type Amen. Subscribe for more videos.